I remember that Dave and Gift they were not here after the PSG versus Inter Milan final, but we dropped our prediction. I told these two that PSG is going to win. Abi now we tell Gift.
Now we take gifts now.
Okay,
Now in
but were you expecting that game to be that disgraceful?
For me, when by the end of the game, what I just said is like, how would I even put it? Like Inter, they just disgraced me. They disgraced me personally. Though I'm not their fan, but not just disgracing me, they disgrace themselves. They disgrace their fans because that was so poor. Like a big team, a big team. I'll call you a big team because fighting to get to that point is not easy. Going to PSG, that you saw how PSG even struggled to remove Liverpool. They were a bit. They struggled a bit to remove Arsenal, and coming to you that had the guts to draw with Barca and also win Barca, you're not coming to play PSG. And yeah, I don't even know what to say. I don't like emphasizing on that game because they disgrace themselves. They did not disgrace me. They disgrace themselves. But PSG, they did well.
All right, let's push further. Liam Delap deal has been finalized. Medical has been done. That's the first phase of medical has been done.
Yeah.
And we are hearing that according to rumor,
Yeah.
saying one we are the legendary number.
The cost number.
I know they say they will don't use the word cost.
Nah, lie. Now we they try to paint what? How far?
People they wear that nine. For Chelsea.
Nothing they come out for their side. But
So you want to say the number 9 JC, if Liam Delap should put on the number 9 JC, is going to be a hindrance for you. Do you know whether he will be the one to break that?
well, I'm not wishing for him or for the JC. If there's anything like that, there's any cost like that in that JC, I'm not wishing for it to affect him because right now we need to see the dividends of what we spent money for.
Yeah.
And we need that striker to make or to put the ground or to make the ground running for Chelsea immediately. But if I was him, I would just avoid. They say prevention is better than what cure. So it's better you just take something or start from somewhere.
Start from
He might finally prove a point to us.
If he does, that's why I said I just wish that it will not affect him because apart from that JC or people saying the JC is cost or whatever, I just feel like there's pressure in that JC. There's a level of pressure. When I knew that this thing was serious was when we bought Lukaku as a speak. We bought prime Lukaku from Inter Milan. He came in, took on that number 9 JC. Lukaku off.
Are you trying to put the blame on it?
The same player, the same Lukaku where they perform well. Lukaku play for a Manchester United team.
Yeah.
And his numbers was not that bad. In Manchester United, a big club with same pressure. It wasn't that bad. So when I knew that this thing was serious, we signed Lukaku, I was expecting him to hit the ground running to perform. He came in and took on the number 9 shirt. Yeah, he started very well from the beginning for Chelsea, and then all of a sudden,
you let them offer.
They just offer. They don't off the generator. So for me, I'll just love Delap. I don't know. I'm not trying to propaganda something that is not true.
Well,
I know most people don't believe.
It's still rumored. Yeah. Still rumored, but rumor they turn out to be true because after all, we've been rumored the players say Chelsea will sign now.
But the truth is that if they keep avoiding this number 9 shirts, who go wear them? Somebody needs to wear it at some point.
What if now Chelsea concern Osimhen and Osimhen say that number 9 one wear? Because Osimhen no wear them.
If now Osimhen, I believe say he go justify that number.
Then why they believe say Leandela go justify the
young
number?
Boy now. I know most people will say, why are we always talking about young player and proven player, quality player? I know sometimes it can happen either ways. But if Osimhen should take that number 9, speaking about the pressure of the number, I think Osimhen will be a better person to handle the pressure of playing or wearing the number 9 shirt for Chelsea than a player like Liam Delap, who is still very young.
Yeah, Delap is a young player, Sha, and the guy he's trying. Like you said, that we got Lukaku at his peak from Inter Milan, but this is not Delap's peak. for me, I just feel that Delap will be a convincing player to us. He will be a convincing player to us.
Irrespective of the number.
Irrespective of the number, he will be. Because see, wearing that number 9 is just like we making you like the front man, the forerunner of the Chelsea team. Because we will really look to our striker, especially, and that is where most of the pressure boils down. So, before he himself would agree, same one way around, me say the guy ready. But I see him as a convincing player, a young and ambitious player. I think he might prove us wrong. He might break that course, according to Dave. He might break the course.
All right. Pushing further, the Club World Cup will be coming up on the 16th of this month. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
If I fit travel go, yes, go just
Guy.
sweet.
You get the people I won't watch for that Club World Cup before the main competition will start.
I think this will be one of the most competitive Club World
Club
Cup
World
I've
Cup,
seen.
yes.
Because of the level of teams,
Yeah.
that are participating in this year's own. I'm looking forward to it. It's one tournament that all eyes will be on.
Yeah.
If not for anything, that money. Our price money.
You know, go like one minute that money.
Yeah, we're having likes like Madrid, Real Madrid.
Yeah,
We're having
PSG.
PSG, we're having Man City, we're having Bayern. This is a good easy for us.
And other teams where they buy it, like
Yes.
Salzburg. I think I saw Inter. I saw Inter. in that
Palmares
group
is
stage.
there.
Palmeiras is here
Palmeiras,
also.
Aye.
Why is-
But do you see us go for in this competition?
For me, I'm seeing Chelsea as a team like finding this Club World Cup as a very important competition to them. Like amongst all competition, they are finding this to be very, very important to them. So I think we'll be going with a full mindset, like a mindset of victory, and I think we will skate through. The only people that might be our issue is just these big names we have there with us. Just the big names.
Because the big names will want to prove a point.
Very well, very well. But I just want us to get our signing done so that they can, first of all, prove themselves in the Club World Cup, because it is how you prove yourself in this Club World Cup that will determine how you prove yourself in the Premier League, in the Champions League, and in other minor competitions.
Chelsea going far in this competition is depending on how far. How far is far for you? So if you're saying quarterfinals, semi-finals, round of 16, group stage, finals itself, it depends on where we are looking at, you understand?
Yeah.
But just like Git said, if they can gather all the signings they want to make before the Club World Cup, then see how Maresca can use
Yeah.
those signings. Now they have to take the competition as a very, very important one. They should not look at it as. In fact, I don't see Chelsea to be in holiday. Season don't end now. Most players will don't go rest.
Already,
with their families.
they give them time now.
Normally, but once this tournament starts, like remove the mindset of okay, this is like this is not pre-season. This should not be seen as a pre-season game or a tournament. Face it head on. Even if you don't win, but at least like use that opportunity to play your best football and balance your team. That would be very lovely. It will help us for the incoming season. So how far is far for us? But I think Chelsea can make it to the round of 16.
I see Chelsea quarter final. Quarter final is fair.
Just one step ahead.
But if we win, man, God, bragging rights.
You know, say me, I dey like hype Chelsea very well. Me now, I don't think good day some hype at all. Say I see Chelsea winning the competition. But I just believe if Maresca should use these boys well, is Estabi playing with Chelsea?
I think Estevao should be.
No, he's not. He's not.
He plays for Palmeiras.
Palmeiras after the club.
It's Santos that will be eligible to play for us. I think so.
That is why they want to find a way to round up this Liam Delap so that he will be involved in the FIFA Club World Cup.
But we need a winger.
And we'll enter that side in the second phase.
No,
all right.
carry on, yeah.
Pushing forward. I asked a question yesterday, though I did not give an answer. I waited for the audience. I got some few answers, but let me throw the question. Looking at Sanchez's performance down to the end of this season, will you still keep Sanchez to be our number one choice for next season, even though Petrovic will be coming? Do you see Sanchez to be that number one choice for Chelsea next season, looking at his performance?
Sanchez. But you know, time time to time I've said that Sanchez is an amazing keeper for me. Like he's doing well, not really bad. The only issue with Sanchez is that's his attitude of mistake. I will not say he's doing that intentionally. Neither will I say his village people are following him. Because even though his village people are following him, he should possibly look for a way to pursue them. Sanchez really deserves that number one position in Chelsea because looking at Sanchez, like lately, before the end of the season, he did incredible things for Chelsea. And I wish I know that most of us, we will buy into that. Yes, Sanchez tried. But the only loophole here now for Sanchez is just that attitude of making mistake. How will a keeper be passing ball not to his own player, to their opposer, to another opponent? That does not sound right, but I feel he deserves it. If he takes correction of his last season mistake, Sanchez is good though. Sanchez is good. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing it the way I'm seeing it. He's good. Aside from his silly mistakes, like Sanchez, I think he deserves it. He deserves it. I'm not being biased, but I'm just being fair.
See, there is one thing about performing well in one or two games. We spoke about this thing, even in the case of Sancho. Before now, a lot of people, including all of us that are here, we were all saying, oh, Sancho should go back to Man U. We should carry him and distribute him to Man U, which most Chelsea fans we are agreeing to. But today, those same Chelsea fans are saying we should keep Sancho. Why? Because of
he did well in the final.
1 game, 2 games, 3 games he played, and he played well. And it's the same scenario with Sanchez. For me, I think Sanchez is a good shot stopper. But apart from being a shot stopper, the other qualities of a good goalkeeper, I don't really see it in him. Am I dancing to the tune of Chelsea selling him out? No. But do I see Sanchez becoming our number 1 goalkeeper next season? No. So in my own opinion, I think my opinion supersedes in every other transfer news that we are talking about. If you can get a better player ahead of somebody that is presently playing, if you can get somebody better, why don't we go for the better one?
Let me counter you what you said. I don't like your comparison of Sancho and Sanchez. Guy, did you watch Sanchez? The only match I know that Sanchez messed up, that I can put a blame, it's not even messed up. The Newcastle game that we lost 2-0, Sanchez did not mess up. It was just out of the misconduct of the players. I was not comparing them. You understand? I'm comparing their scenario, their case scenario. This scenario is not the same.
Why is it not the same?
Consistently.
Why is it not the same?
Lately.
Why are people saying Chelsea should keep Sancho? Why do you think people are saying Chelsea? And if you create a poll, a voting poll now, should Chelsea keep Sancho or keep Sanchez? You see that the Sancho's vote will be higher.
Okay, what do you take as Sanchez's problem as a keeper in Chelsea? What is his major fault?
You said it. The mistakes, the distribution mistakes. And apart from that, we've seen some other mistakes in goalkeeping. Sometimes you're supposed to dive ball where, go dive ball where.
Every keeper makes that mistake.
How frequent?
Sanchez is not frequent.
Why do you tell me that
Sanchez does not make frequent
this
errors
season,
in 7 games.
This season, bro.
I'm trying to tell you that.
Now, this is why I said when a player plays 2 to 3 or 5 good games, we tend to forget the things they've been doing, the wrong things they've been doing. And it's the same thing when they are doing well, when they are making mistakes at the end, we'll tend to forget the good things they've been doing before. I don't know if you get where I'm going to.
I get where you're going to, but I don't buy that for Sanchez, because for me, I have observed that attitude of consistency.
So what you are trying to say is that Chelsea should still give Sanchez his space
very well.
Next season.
Very well. Do you know what Sanchez have saved us from?
No, him is saying Sanchez should still be the number 1 goalkeeper for Chelsea next season.
Okay.
And me, I'm saying that I don't see it that way. If you can get a better goalkeeper.
But the club is not planning on signing a goalkeeper.
We have one that is returning back from Strasbourg.
You can't compare the two leagues.
You can't say the club is not looking forward to signing a new goalkeeper because the transfer window just opened. Chelsea are still looking at some goalkeepers. Leave all this talk when they talk.
Well, I
on.
won't say Chelsea is looking for a new goalkeeper.
Don't worry
For
now.
now.
Don't worry.
now.
For now. Thank you. Put the word for now.
For now. Okay,
Eh.
let's go with for now.
For now, we'll end it here and we'll come back again and deliberate on transfer.
Yeah.
We'll deliberate because we have a whole lot to talk about.
Plenty things in my mind to
Plenty
talk.
things to talk about.
Yeah,
in
people
this
who
transfer.
are supposed to pursue.
Thank you very much. I remain your humble boy Peters.
My name is Big Dave.
And my name is Gifto.